So the last set of videos I spent talking about the arcade giant Pac-Man, so to get my mind off pellets indoors, why don't I take a look at another arcade classic. This is Donkey Kong by Nintendo, released in 1981. The version I'm playing is the NES version, which was released in 1983. Just like Pac-Man, literally everyone knows about Donkey Kong, the King Kong of video games, and of course, Mr. Video Game himself, Jumpman. That is right, before Mario Bros, our famous plumber was not a plumber. In fact, he was a carpenter named Jumpman. We were not even in the Mushroom Kingdom or any fantasy world. We are in the wonderful city of Brooklyn, New York. In this classic, Jumpman's girlfriend Pauline is captured by a giant gorilla Donkey Kong, and it's up to Jumpman to climb the girders of this unfinished skyscraper to save his girlfriend. Gameplay takes between 3 stages. Yes, 3 stages, even less than the arcade version, and as a game itself, that's pretty lacking. The NES version is missing the 3rd stage for some reason out of the original 4, which does not make sense. First of all, why would Nintendo want their own version to be missing content? And 2, it is on the ROM. You can use cheat codes and you can play the 3rd stage entirely. In fact, there is a ROM that Nintendo re-released to Club Nintendo members in 2010, has the 3rd level playable, and you don't have to use cheat codes for it. I don't know why they didn't put it on the eShop. It's only available to Club Nintendo members back then. I modified my NES Mini though to have this complete edition on it, but I'm reviewing the original version, so it loses points for not including that one level. But enough complaining about one stage. Jumpman must climb and jump over barrels to reach the top of the screen. Once that happens, you win and you move on to the next level. 25M is one of the greatest beginner levels in gaming, teaching you all about the game in just one fast, easy level. But then you got 75M, which teaches you that Jumpman can't go about 3 feet without dying. There are very few Mario games that have released that feature fall damage, mostly in the 3D titles, and they're not even that bothersome. But in Donkey Kong, you take one step too big, and boom, you're dead. It actually could get very annoying with stages like 75M, because with the controls, while they're not bad, they could be a bit slow, which sucks because if you go a bit too far off the edge, you fall straight down and you have no control in the air. Jumping could also be a bit finicky, with really you're being locked in place and through one animation you can't really jump and turn around. But it's not as bad as the, like already mentioned, 3 foot of death. But after being the 3rd stage, which needs Jumpman to step all over these orange switches while avoiding fireballs, Donkey Kong falls and busts his head on the girder, which in concept seems a bit intense for a Nintendo game, especially at that time. Pauline is saved, and the game loops, with more barrels, and the difficulty increases until you run out of lives. The game is a classic for sure, but if you're going to want to play it, I warn you, Nintendo charges about $5 for this game on the Wii U and 3DS, which honestly for 3 stages and not a lot of replay value seems too much for this game. In the digital market, it should just be $2 at best, but hey, all the NES games aren't Earthbound or $5 each. So I guess it justifies them charging for that much? I don't know. What I do know is that for the first game that will kick off the Mario series, it ain't too bad. In fact, I bet a lot of you Nintendo fans probably already tried it out. Well, if you guys enjoyed this small quick look at Donkey Kong, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for future reviews. I have social media links and a Patreon down below. Finally, I am Cybershroom, and as always, I hope you have a good one.